was the sound of a pentaoctatripasaurus. This week on Pentaoctatripasaurus, we're talking about like holiday traditions that our families have. My family doesn't have many things that we do that are out of the ordinary around Christmas, but there is one thing I'd like to talk about. When we're setting up the Christmas tree in like early to mid-December, we have these like long strings of beads, one that's gold and one that's red, that we string around the Christmas tree like most people do with lights. And when we go to put them away, we kind of just take them off the tree and get them in this one clump and then just stuff them in a plastic bag and put them in the closet, which is fine when we're taking the tree down, but when we're putting the tree up, we just have this huge, messy clump of beads. So when I was little, my job was to untangle these strings of beads while my parents were like assembling our artificial tree. And so I could get them untangled, but once I had them untangled, I had no way of holding on to them without just clumping them back together again and making another mess. So what I would do is take the really, really long strand of beads and just string it around my house. We have an area that's just like a wall and a bookshelf, and like on one side there's like the computer room and on the other side there's the living room, and you can go like all the way around, and I would just go in like loops around and there'd just be like beads circling the wall. So I did that every year when I was little to clean up the beads, and it's kind of stuck. I'm much better at untangling now, so that's not the issue, but I just can't bring myself to not string them around the house. So that happens. It's gotten to the point where my mom seems a little bit annoyed with it now, but it's a tradition. I can't just stop a tradition, you know? You guys should tell us about your Christmas traditions in the comments, because considering how unusual mine is, I'm sure there are some really interesting ones. That was the sound of a pentaoctatripasaurus. And it made me cough. Lucky I have water. That was not the sound of a pentaoctatripasaurus.